Willie Nelson has never been just another country singer. He's a cultural icon, a rebel poet, and a survivor who turned hardship into legend. Now, at 92 years old, his story feels like it's entering its final chapter, and the headlines surrounding him are sparking a mix of celebration, sorrow, and controversy. For over 7 decades, Willie has stood at the heart of American music. His voice, instantly recognizable, nasal, imperfect, yet deeply human, broke through an industry that once tried to silence him. Nashville rejected his style, his look, even his songs. But Willie didn't change. He packed his bags, grew out his hair, tied on a red bandana, and blazed a new trail. Alongside Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson, and Johnny Cash, he gave birth to the outlaw country movement. It was raw, defiant, and unapologetic, and it made Willie a legend. Yet, behind the outlaw image was a man fighting battles most fans never saw. His health has been a shadow chasing him for years. A lifetime of smoking, late nights, and endless touring left his lungs fragile. In recent decades, he has canceled shows, cut performances short, and admitted publicly that his breathing is no longer what it used to be. Fans remember the shock of 2019, when he walked away from a tour on doctor's orders. Even then, Willie promised he'd be back. And he was. Time and again, he's defied the odds, walking back onto the stage when everyone thought it was over. But at 92, the whispers have grown louder. Each performance could be his last. Money has been another constant storm in Willie's life. Few stories in music history are as infamous as his battle with the IRS. In 1990, after years of bad financial advice and tangled business ventures, the government came for him with a staggering $32 million tax bill. They seized nearly everything: his ranch, his possessions, even his recording masters. To most, it would have been the end. But Willie fought back the only way he knew how, with music. He recorded the IRS tapes, Who'll Buy My Memories, an album sold directly to fans to chip away at the debt. It was a move only Willie could pull off, turning disaster into an act of connection. Slowly, piece by piece, he paid back what he owed. But the questions haven't gone away. Today, at 92, rumors swirl about the future of his empire. His sprawling ranches, his business ventures like Willie's Reserve cannabis brand, and the royalties from his catalog are worth millions. But with 8 children from multiple marriages, grandchildren and great-grandchildren, dividing that fortune is no easy task. Insiders whisper about disagreements, about family members jockeying for position, and about the possibility of legal battles once he's gone. For fans, it's a painful thought that a man who gave so much joy to the world might leave behind turmoil for his own family. Family has always been both Willie's pride and his heartbreak. He has spoken openly about the struggles of being a father, constantly on the road. His children have shared how difficult it was to grow up in his shadow, to have a dad who was both everywhere and nowhere at the same time. The most devastating chapter came in 1991, when his son Billy took his own life, a wound Willie has admitted he never healed from. Even now, every time Willie speaks about family, there's a heaviness in his voice, a pain that fame and fortune could never erase. Yet the Nelson family story isn't just tragedy. Some of his children, like Lucas and Micah, have followed in his footsteps, carrying the musical torch forward in their own unique ways. Fans see them as living proof that Willie's legacy will survive long after he's gone, not just in recordings, but in blood. Still, the whispers of inheritance disputes and family tension hang in the air, casting a shadow over what should be a story of unity. Through it all, music has remained Willie's anchor. Even today, When he steps onto a stage, it feels like a sermon, a confession, and a farewell rolled into one. His voice may tremble, his breath may falter, but the emotion has only grown deeper. Songs like Always on My Mind hit harder now, carrying the weight of a lifetime. Fans cry openly at his shows, not just because of the music, but because they know they're witnessing history, perhaps his final bow. Each concert feels like a goodbye, and every setlist seems carefully chosen, as though Willie himself is shaping the way the world will remember him. And yet, even at 92, Willie remains controversial. His political stances have divided fans. His cannabis empire has drawn criticism, and his refusal to slow down leaves family and friends worried. But Willie has never cared about playing it safe. From his outlaw years to today, he has lived life on his own terms. Love him or hate him, that's what makes him Willie Nelson. The truth is, Willie Nelson isn't just a man. He's an era. His story belongs to the farmers he saved with farm aid, the soldiers who clung to his music overseas, and the millions of fans who wove his songs into the most personal moments of their lives. He has been the soundtrack to weddings, funerals, heartbreaks, and celebrations. His life has been messy, raw, and full of contradictions, but so has his music. As the headlines grow heavier, fans are preparing for the inevitable. Social media erupts with every rumor. Hashtags like #PrayForWillie and #WeLoveWillie trend, and tribute concerts spring up across the country. For many, his decline feels personal, because Willie has always been more than a star. He's been a companion through life's highs and lows. When history writes its final word on Willie Nelson, it won't be about scandals, debts, or controversies. It will be about resilience, about a man who faced storms that would have destroyed anyone else, but who kept coming back with a smile, a song, and a guitar he called Trigger. It will be about honesty, the kind that let fans see his flaws and love him even more for them. And it will be about freedom, the outlaw spirit that told the world you don't have to live by the rules if you have the courage to live by your own. Willie Nelson's story may be nearing its end, but his legacy will never fade. Long after the lights go out and the band plays its last note, his music will live on. Around campfires, on long highways, in quiet kitchens, and on stages yet to be built, his voice will echo. On the road again, always on our minds, forever part of the American story,